There is nothing to compare it with. It's the most exhilarating place in the world. It's like being able to fly, just like growing wings. If it's in your blood, you can't get it out. You just want more.
You put the earplugs in, the helmet goes on, everything goes quiet. You know it's ahead of you and everything else around you's forgotten. It's time to get on with the job.
My mind goes completely blank. And my mind just goes into madness.
Hot buttered biscuit.
What's your name?
Matthew Scott Turner.
All right.
Brooks.
Kev. I'm Matt.
Fucking hoe snitch.
What's your name?
Clinton.
Hi, I'm Will, and I ride mopeds.
So what are you working on?
I'm working on my prize bike, my baby. It's a JCPenney Pinto, and I'm trying to make it like Skip's bike. Just bought a like $300 ignition, which was stupid because I could have eaten. But got that, so I'm trying to push it to 70 miles an hour. Yeah, so I got like 65 right now. I'm hoping the ignition will give it that next few.
What's that bike rated for normally? Speed?
It's normally rated for 1 horsepower, 30 miles an hour, maybe 35 if you're lucky.
Wow. So
Yeah. So yeah, it's like 200% of what it's supposed to do. So it's pretty insane. Luckily, I've never had too many problems with it. I haven't blown the motor up or anything. So that's been nice. I mean, it might come around eventually. Hopefully not now, because I have a lot of money in the parts on it.
Yeah.
So.
When you can get up to that speed, where do you go?
Oh, I just ride around with everyone else.
So, I think another thing that inspired me with it was like, the level of like freedom. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you're a kid and you get a bicycle and you're like, dude, I'm out of here. Like, I got my bike, I'm going to this, whatever, the mall, and you're like, feel free. When you're an adult, you kind of lose that. So, getting on something that you can go through traffic, get places, you don't need registration, it's fairly cheap. It's sort of, definitely has like a feeling of freedom and almost like, fuck you to the world type feel, you know? I think that's a pretty
Hi, I'm Will, and I still ride moped. So at the time, all these different people, like, we all completely separately got into the same thing at the same time. And I rode by everybody and I was like, damn, I bet that was everyone from the mopeds. It's so cool, really cool bikes. And they, like, on the email list, I get home and they were like, oh man, did you see that guy on that Honda Cub go by? And I was like, that's me! They were like, come ride, and I did. And it's the people, man.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, I don't know, it was great. It was a great time. Met a lot of good folks. Like, even that first night, it was actually the first time I rode with everybody too, was the night before my quals, which is rather intense. Yeah, like my PhD qualifiers. And then the night before, I was like riding around on mopeds drinking. And I did great. I killed it. No, I broke my wife's tooth out on a moped.
Really?
Yeah, that was a bad one. Sort of had shitty forks on it, and she hit a pothole and like just dead stopped the front wheel, did a front flip, and broke her tooth out on the front of her full face helmet. That could have been pretty awful. But I don't know. I ride bicycles a lot too. But mopeds are just a shitload of fun. My favorite thing is the community and the fact that it's huge and everywhere, and I can go to any city. I travel like for conferences and stuff, and any city I go to, I know people already through mopeds. Either I know them because we've gone to like a similar rally or something together and actually met in person, or I just know them through the online community. And that's really awesome. Like, I went to San Diego and not ever having met any of these people there, like this guy shows up, gives me a bike to ride. We ride all around town, see San Diego from like the inside perspective of, you know, even like-minded people, like somebody that I probably would have been friends with anyway. And just like
everyone's like, you know, yeah, like everyone's, well, it's just like a bunch of different people, you know, but there's something about like the group of people that like are the same. I can't figure out what it is. So, I don't know, it's definitely something that you slip into and don't really realize like how significant it becomes, and then like you just can't get out.